absolutely filled up the inside. We did not know how many people would be coming out. And there was not enough room inside. So I just wanted to come out to say a few words. First of all, thank you all very, very much for coming out today. We are trying in this campaign not just to elect the president, but to transform America. Transform our country. And in order to do that, we need a political revolution. And what that means is for every one of you to understand that in a democracy, you are very powerful people if you are prepared to use that power. There are people in Washington who want nothing more than to have young people apathetic and not involved in the political process. What they want to do is have the billionaires and the large campaign donors make the decisions for you. And what the political revolution is that you are going to make the decisions for yourselves. What this campaign is about is thinking big, not small. It is asking why millions of young people have to leave college deeply in debt. Why do you have to get punished and pay off a debt for decades for the crime of what? Trying to get an education? That's wrong. We're going to change. In the year 2016, when we talk about public education, it's no longer good enough just to be talking about first grade through 12th grade. That was great years ago. Today, when we talk about public education, what we have got to be talking about is making public colleges and universities tuition free. This is not a radical idea. It exists, as you know, in many countries all over the world. We are living in a competitive global economy. You are the future of this country. You deserve to get the best education you can, and you should not have to be paid off debt for 40 years in order to get that education. And when we talk about what goes on in America today, please understand that we have a corrupt campaign finance system which allows billionaires to buy elections. That's not what America is supposed to be about. And that is why together we're going to overturn this disastrous Citizens United Supreme Court. And when we talk about the economy, all of you know that while we are much better off today than we were when Bush left office, and we were losing 800,000 jobs a month, what you also know is that for the last 30 years, the middle class of this country has been in decline. People in Vermont, people in Nebraska, working longer hours for lower wages. Together, we will create an economy that works for all of us, not just the 1%. Now, I know that not everybody in Nebraska agrees with me, not your statewide officials. That should not shock you. But let me tell you this. I'm a member of the Senate Committee on the Environment and on Energy. I have talked to scientists throughout our country and throughout the world. Climate change is real. Climate change is caused by human activity. Climate change is already causing devastating problems in our country and around the world. One of the reasons that I was one of the strongest opponents to the Keystone Pipeline is that I believe we have got to break our dependency on fossil fuel, move to energy efficiency and sustainable energies like wind, solar, and other technologies. This is big stuff. And if we don't get our acts together, what the scientists tell us, you're going to see more drought, more floods, more extreme weather disturbances, more acidification of the ocean, rising sea levels, international conflict as people fight over limited natural resources. Now here in Nebraska, you're going to have a caucus on Saturday. I hope very much that you will come out, and I hope very much that we can do in Nebraska what we recently did on Super Tuesday in Colorado and Minnesota, and that has had record-breaking turnouts. For the young people here, and for the older people, you are the future of this country. And you all know that we have so much to be proud of as Americans, but you also know that this country faces very serious problems. And the essence of the problems, to my mind, are that we are moving toward an oligarchic form of society where a handful of very, very wealthy families control our political life and our economic life. On Saturday, in this caucus here in Nebraska, you can say no to a nation in which a few people have much too much power and too many people have too little power. Let's stand up for a political revolution. Let's transform this country. Let's come out and vote on Saturday. Thank you.